And good evening, everyone. We are Dan and Faith coming to you from Charlestown, New Hampshire. This is our Midweek Song Swap, and we are joined this week by Chicago's own Sue Fink. Welcome, Sue.
Hi, thank you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hearing more of your music. We've heard a little bit of it and love what we hear. And, we enjoy these sessions. It's a chance to effectively sit across the living room playing songs for each other and the world can watch. Of course,
That's
we
very
happen to
nice.
be, 1,000 miles away, but
It's a large living room.
Yeah.
but one of the joys, one of the upsides of this time is we get to do this with people all over the country, and it's fun.
Yeah.
So I know
It
you're doing
is.
some live shows as well, and it's a good time. It's not the same as being there in person, but
Nope. Yes, and normally we would be out on the road and probably out on our way to some conference somewhere along the line right about now, or or on our way back from someplace warm.
yeah,
Yeah.
we like to go south in the winter
Yeah.
for at least a little bit of it. Try to arrange to be somewhere warm.
And
That's a smart
yesterday's, single digits and
Negative 20 wind chill.
negative 20 wind chill. That
Ooh.
would have been nice to have been in a warm spot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit windy here.
Yeah.
43 mile an hour sustained winds was a little much.
Yeah, 49 mile an hour wind gusts. Our solar panels did not like that. So,
Ooh.
but
They're designed to deal with it. So,
yep. Anyway.
should we get
so,
started?
Yeah. So we'll start off the evening. As I said, we would normally be out on the road now. So we'll do a little road song to get things going.
Cool.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Riding down the highway with 1,000 other cars, traveling a route that everybody runs. I'm tired of watching brake lights, the bumper up ahead. I'm looking for a road less traveled. Everybody says you gotta get there faster. Doesn't matter who you run off the road. Don't care about destination. The journey is the key. I'm looking for a road less traveled. Take it easy on the road less traveled. Take it nice and slow. No competition, no fighting for position. It's a better way to go. Take me to the back roads, find a slower life. Trade exhaust fumes for fresher air. I've broken down far too many times in my life. I'm looking for a road less traveled. Take it easy on the road less traveled. Take it nice and slow. No competition, no fighting for position. It's a better way to go. Anywhere it takes me, big city or the desert, as long as it's quiet and I'm mostly on my own. Even if it finally leads me back to the highway, I'm looking for a road less traveled. Take it easy on the road less traveled. Take it nice and slow. No competition, no fighting for position. It's a better way to go. Already too much traffic in my life. Too many lanes, too many choices. I need another path, even if it leads me nowhere. I'm looking for a road less traveled. Take it easy on the road less traveled. Take it
Nice.
And good evening, Diane. Good to see you, virtually. All right, so Sue, what you got for us this evening?
Well, this would be a different kind of travel, I guess. This would be a space travel. I was thinking about this because of our conversation that we've been having about all the space things going on right now. And this is a song from my newest CD, which is called Treasures in Time Travel. Oh, I might as well hold it up. Here it is. It came out in 2018, and it has a 32-page book attached to it with the lyrics and art by different friends. And the theme of it is the treasures that we keep and the places those treasures allow us to travel back in time to, and connection. So this is a kind of a space story. It's the story of two sisters who just happen to be planets. Earth and Venus are sister planets. And I was just thinking, for the last 4 years, I've introduced this by saying, until this administration tells us otherwise. And I don't have to say that anymore. As we know, the planets orbit around the sun in a counterclockwise fashion, and they also rotate on their axes in a counterclockwise fashion, except for Venus. She rotates clockwise. And Earth, as we know, 24-hour rotation, that's our day. Venus is 243 Earth days for one Venus day. Just saying. This song is called Earth Sings to Venus, and if you have an earthly sibling, you will know that these relationships are fraught with complexities. Venus, my sister, you're such a slow spinner, almost one of my years, and you're just starting dinner. You languish so languid, I can't speak your language, you're magnetic, low energy. But everyone says you're so hot, literally you're even hotter than little old Mercury. Venus, we share the same size and same mass, but we're different as sisters could be. Yes, me with my moon, while you have none. You rotate backwards while orbiting the sun. Stillness and silence, and I come undone. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Venus, my sister, your glow is so bright. Sometimes I see you in my deepest night. When you overtake me, I see you by day. Morning star, evening star, morning star, evening. You do as you please. You always have gone your own way. Yes, me with my moon, while you have none. You rotate backwards while orbiting the sun. Still you're silent, and I come undone. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Your air is poisonous, toxic and dangerous. I have my oceans, my creatures that swim, walk, or fly. Still you're a beauty with clouds that can't rain. Your volcanic plains, your wrinkly ridges, your redness, your richness. Oh, I want to be with you, though I can't even say why. You're unself-aware, you're backwards and barren. Still you spin by like you haven't a care in the world, so to speak, while here I am stuck with mankind. I feel like they're killing me, Venus. We each have our burdens to bear in the universe, bear in the universe, bear in, bear in, bear in. stretches on for infinity. Maybe there's others like you and like me. We could vacate our orbits. Let's travel and see. Oh, Venus, we're different as any two sisters could be. Yes, me with my moon, while you have none. You're eternal retrograde. I'm undone. I just want to connect with something or someone. Talk to me, 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 talk to me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was fun, and it was a great song. And we both had the same idea here for what to follow that with. So
Yeah. And one of the things that were we sitting around the living room sharing that song, Dan actually pulled out his harmonicas and I was playing bass along with it.
yeah,
Cool.
So you didn't get to enjoy that, but we did.
yeah,
That's what, we're doing a lot of muted sing-alongs these days. And
Yeah.
I just imagine I hear everyone. That's why it's nice to hear the two of you doing actual harmonies instead of muted harmonies. But I actually sang along with you on that last one.
cool.
Perfect.
Well, this
We
one's
like
a
that.
pretty. This one, the chorus has got at least the refrain is
Yeah,
very easy.
it's a very singable refrain. Comes through a few times. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of the earliest songs that I wrote, actually.
yeah.
All right. Better place. Try
Yep.
that again.
There we go.
Did you ever stop to wonder? Let me get the right chord, though. Did you ever stop to wonder just where we all came from? Did we crawl out of the ooze or from a distant sun? What if humans really came to Earth from homes among the stars, looking for a simple life of worth without TV sets or cars? What if our ancestors really were Amish from the stars? Maybe they were runaways, escaping the bonds of machines, and decided to live a simpler way, to grow organic coffee beans. What if our ancestors really were Amish from the stars? Had they left a life of enslavement, ensnared by robotic chains, led to a new promised land by a Moses with star-drive planes? What if our ancestors really were Amish from the stars?
There we found it.
Have we in time repeated the past and reinvented what we once abhorred? Will we again be outcast, to see the new world once more. What if our ancestors really were Amish from the stars? What if our ancestors really were Amish from the stars?
There was a solo in there somewhere.
You found it eventually.
Yeah. One of those.
Okay. Can you say, what if our ancestors really were
Amish from the stars.
Okay, that is what you were saying.
Yeah. So this came out of a dream. I woke up with what I had in my dreams was an image of spaceships landing on a planet, and in the same field of view, there were people going by on a stagecoach,
Horse and buggy.
horse-drawn stagecoach.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, okay, this is an interesting juxtaposition, and that's,
We figure it was watching too much Firefly right before going to bed.
could be, but so
Yeah.
that's where my mind went.
That's cool.
But I just like the idea of Moses with the star drive planes, so. Leading them through the cosmos.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know how we got here, so that's an option.
It's so true. There's just so much to ponder, and that's what's so lovely about songwriting. I mean, some of them come just like that, like some idea from a dream, or sometimes I'll get like a word or an image or a melody or both if I'm lucky, and that's always nice when that happens.
Yep.
And then sometimes it's just something that you've just been thinking about, and you just have to get it out. So
And sometimes it's a prompt.
yes, and sometimes it's a prompt. That's
Yeah.
true. I will tell you that my Earth Sings to Venus. I don't usually tell this because I don't like it, But we all assigned each other a planet, and I got Venus. And I started looking up facts about Venus, and Earth and Venus were sisters. I was like, that's fascinating. They're not really all that similar. And I just started thinking about all that stuff. So it's just like
Yeah,
prompts can really get you going.
it can, and in directions you'll never otherwise
yeah.
think to go in. So.
Isn't
the-
that the truth?
The song that we opened with, the road less traveled, that came from a prompt of the road less traveled leads back to the highway.
Wow, man.
Yep.
Cool.
So you never know.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun.
Yep.
Part of the mystery of songwriting.
It is. Well, I'll that reminded me of this one, which I didn't practice for this show, so I hope it goes well. But this happened in a very rare period of my life where everything went my way. It was the alternate universe where everything went my way. So this is not like the alternative facts. And I reclaimed the word alternate. And it turns out that this song was used in an episode of This American Life, which I didn't even know about until a friend texted to let me know. So that was kind of alternate university too. So this is a place where I hope everyone has, where everything goes your way. Boy, I haven't been there in a while. In my alternate universe, things only get better, not worse. There's not a cloud in the deep blue sky, and I'm floating along. In my alternate universe, there's only forward, no reverse. Any door I knock on opens wide, and I feel I belong. I'm not quite sure how I got here. I don't know what lies in store. Might as well enjoy the atmosphere until I fall through the hidden trapdoor back to my regular universe, where often I weep and I curse. I'm in no big hurry to return. Oh no, Button da 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 da. Button da 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 horse draws near the brass ring. Can't help but feel that this ride is unreal, but till it's over, I'm gonna sing. I love my alternate universe, where every sow's ear's a silk purse. We're all making lemonade, and it's naturally sweet. Why don't you come visit me? We'll dine on fine chocolate and tea. Just think of how happy we would be if only we'd meet in my alternate universe. Oops, guess I'm not quite in my alternate universe.
Cool.
Love it.
That's great.
And you were in your alternate universe for all but that last note, as I can tell. So.
I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, whoa, what am I doing? And I, don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Is this the little jazzy chord at the end? I have one song that does that.
Yeah,
and it's
just let the fingers do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we were going back and forth on what to follow that with, because we went in three
Totally
somewhat
different
directions on that, and finally I think decided on the one that we've done at least recently.
Just because.
Yeah.
you know?
just because, okay.
So, another song from a dream. I woke up with a single word. The word was grateful. In bold letters, flashing.
Ooh.
And it said, write me. It's like, oh, okay, I can do that. So this is grateful,
Cool.
which we haven't played in quite a while.
Yep.
I'm grateful for my fingers that shape the notes and chords, grateful for the melodies that are their own reward. I'm grateful for my partner making music as we do, and grateful for the chance to sing and play for you. It all started with a dream, a vision in the night came to me as my father's spirit took to flight. Flowing words like waterfalls tumbled through my pen. When I thought it was done, that river flowed again. The need to sing was strong, to share and to heal, and so I set off to learn, set fingers to steel. Bought my first guitar, learned to make it ring. Hours disappeared as my heart began to sing. I'm grateful for my fingers that shape the notes and chords, grateful for the melodies that are their own reward. I'm grateful for my partner making music as we do, and grateful for the chance to sing and play for you. And now 10 years have passed, more really, and fingers dancing still. From my dreams the melodies flow forth when they will. What started in sadness, a dream and then a song, revealed to me a calling to share my whole life long. A heavy cost was paid in tears, no remorse, no regret. Still I hear your voice. No, I'm not done yet. So I wake to the page, a pencil in my hand, to catch the words and music, to help me understand that I'm grateful for my fingers that shape the notes and chords, grateful for the melodies that are their own reward. I'm grateful for my partner making music as we do, and grateful for the chance to sing and play for you. Yes, I'm grateful for the chance to sing and play for you.
What a great chorus.
Thank you.
So
And,
how
and
did
the
that...
references to my dad,
Okay.
but yeah.
So you got the word, you got
Yep.
the idea, you ruminated for a while. Then how did it come to you from there?
It was just, what am I grateful for? And songwriting got me out of a very dark
Yeah.
period in my life. And
Right after his dad died, as a matter of fact.
yeah,
So, yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of songs that have either a tangential reference to my dad or
A
are
blatant
specifically for him.
reference to his dad, yeah.
But it took 5 years to write the song that let me say goodbye. So it took quite a while, and the music really was the thing that healed me. And one of our goals as we're out playing music is to help heal other people.
So how long have you two been playing?
We've been playing since 2006, 2007 time
So
frame.
Coming up on 15 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
We've been married way longer than that.
Yeah.
35 years. And we both did music in high school.
we were away from it while we built careers, and then we came back to it. So it's made all the difference. And the best part is just meeting fabulous people in our local community and all over the
And
country.
our around the country community.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That is.
So
I came to it late as an adult. I mean, I took piano lessons as a kid, but I didn't even think of it, that it was even possible. And then one day I wrote something. I basically wrote short stories and poetry, but I wrote something I thought it might be a song, so I took songwriting class by Andrew Calhoun, and it was determined that it was a song. So then I'm like, oh no, now I got to learn how to sing and play the guitar. So yeah, it kind of came at it
sounds kind of
backwards.
familiar.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we got started with a workshop on how to use lucid dreaming and meditation to find inspiration for songwriting.
Pete and Maura Kennedy did this back in 2006. They did 2 sessions, one in 2006, one in 2007. He took the 2006 one, I took the 2007 one. And neither one of us had written anything before that. And it seemed like an interesting thing to do.
And I went in with no expectation. The second week I had my first song. The third week I had more. And so it's like, okay, well, guess we better figure out how to play this stuff. So
Yeah, wow.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to start later.
It is okay. I mean, because I'd be just as old either way, so
Yep.
might as well.
And we've had people come up to us and after shows and say, I don't know how you can get up in front of an audience and perform like that. And I tell them, if you told me 20 years ago that I was going to be doing that, I'd have laughed in your face because there's no way I could have ever imagined doing that.
Yeah.
But it gets better.
Yeah. The only way to get comfortable with it is to do it all the time.
It's true.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
true. Everything leads to the next step. I was a computer instructor, and I found when I started actually going up on the stage, it was very similar. You have an audience, you have to know your stuff, and you have to give people a reason to want to listen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But except instead of talking about Excel, I had a guitar in front of me, so it was...
Now, if you can talk about Excel with a guitar in front of you, that would be cool.
That would be... Maybe I'll try that.
A song about the different functions in the spreadsheet. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be... That would
Sums
put
and
everyone to
sorts and
sleep
all
pretty
kinds of
quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought I'd try a dream song. I have a few, but this one is my most recent dream song, and I dreamt that I was at a folk conference and that something sad had happened that I was not part of. And then when I was with everybody, I was trying to show them that I understood their sadness. So I picked up my guitar and I played this really super sad song. Except I think that I might have been holding my guitar backwards because none of the chords worked, so I had to do it a cappella. And when I woke up, I thought, what the heck was that? I was like, oh, that was In the Autumn of Regret, Amidst the Leaves of Summertime. Like, I don't think that song exists. So I wrote the song. I had the melody. I had the first line. I tried to make it super sad. It was maudlin. It was horrible. So I got rid of all of the lines except for the first line. I rewrote it. Now it's not as sad, but I like it. So it started with that dream.
I love it.
In the autumn of regret, amidst the leaves of summertime, I pause along the winding paths I ran through in my prime, when days stretched long like shadows and bluebirds sang sublime, before the autumn of regret amidst the leaves of summertime. How many times I've wandered here and held a lover's hand, or danced among the nearby fields and praised the dappled land. How flowers blossomed brightly while trees grew green and grand. How many times I've wandered here and held a lover's hand. A day can start out sunny, but by noon it turns to rain. A life can start so hopeful, but meet unexpected pain. A dream can rise and disappear, we search for it in vain. In the day that started sunny, but by noon had turned to rain. Amidst the leaves of summer, in the autumn of regret, though true love has eluded me, still it's not winter yet. I take my hopes and sorrows and weave a fragile net to catch some leaves of summer in my autumn of regret. I take my hopes and sorrows and weave a fragile net to try and keep some summer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, there's a sweet simpleness to that. I like how it came out.
And I like, my commented to Faith, you use this chord up here, which it's the, across the top three strings, just below the note. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on
the
a
F
different
minor
capo
or
position,
whatever.
but
Yeah.
so we refer to that as a Cliffy chord, Cliff Eberhardt. If you do a melody workshop with him and he's helps to tweak your song and make the chords more interesting, that's a pretty common one that he'll throw in. It's a great leading chord, and
for people who play 3-chord songs, it gives a little bit of je ne sais quoi to a song that it wouldn't otherwise have. Yeah.
And that one, whatever that is, some kind of sus or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Augment. I get them mixed up. I do know
sounds
that
right.
my songs from dreams, I am a better guitar player, and my chords are more complex. In one of my dreams, the chords were all colors. So it was like I went to a red chord and I went to a blue chord or whatever. That was the dream. I woke up and that didn't help me to write the song. But
It's like thanks.
There's actually a name for people who, when they hear a chord, see the colors associated with that.
really,
And the name for that just fell out of my brain. It's a proprioception or something like that.
huh?
And there are actually people who, when they hear sounds, see colors and
That's cool.
vice versa.
Yeah.
So their brains are wired with some extra wires.
Yeah.
So
I guess so.
it's cool stuff. So so we decided that there was some really sweet love song kind of stuff about that song and that we really liked. So we figured we would throw in a really sweet love song that Dan wrote for me for my birthday. Good God, a lot of years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
This is called In My Dreams,
another dream song. Only it didn't come from a dream. It just talks about
about
'em.
dreams,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Hit the right chord.
Yep.
close my eyes and dream of unknown places, of fairy tales and nightmares in technicolor hues, crowds filled with strange familiar faces, starlit skies and empty spaces, and I find you.
A hidden path within the mazes, vivid colors hidden within the morning dew. Moon shines bright in all its phases. Deep blue dreams, I will find you.
Through the years my dreams recur. I've seen this all before. Yes, it's true, some nights life seems just a blur. But for the time I spend with you,
The days and nights that slip away, still I can't feel sad or blue. And though our hair is turning gray, in my dreams I dream of you.
it seems a lifetime since that day, and yet it also seems the time just flew together as we work and play. Forever in my dreams, forever I love you. I love you.
Oh, that was lovely.
Yeah.
So, did you guys write the lyrics together on that one or no?
No, I
Oh.
wrote that.
Yeah.
And I wrote it one morning. Faith was out at the gym, I think, for this one. I think this one is, you came back, maybe that was a
No,
different song.
that was
But anyway, I left this one for her. I left the lyrics for her.
yeah, and it was my birthday present, and it was after that we worked it up as a duet. So
But-
it seemed to work rather nicely as a duet.
Yeah, it does. That's why I was wondering if you wrote it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Very
think we have
nice.
like only one or two songs.
We only have
that
a
we've
couple
ever
that we've
written
done that.
together.
We have a lot of unfinished stuff, so someday we might
Yeah.
finish some of them together.
But it's mostly my songs and his songs, and we we choreograph and set them up,
Arrange them.
Right.
together. But yeah, there's one song that was a Dan and Faith song in all the
Well, I
years.
think that's really hard. I think, I have not really truly co-writ with anyone, but I have a duo and a trio that I'm in. The trio is Song Sisters, and the duo is Catbird with Jane Godfrey. And we each, we have our own styles,
Yeah.
especially Song Sisters. We've got jazzy and more traditional, and me, and we talk about co-writing, but we haven't really done it. But we love, adding harmonies and adding arrangements
Yeah.
to each
Oh
other's
yeah,
songs.
absolutely.
That's what we find with these in the rounds when we're doing them in person. Yeah,
Right.
you'll sing a song we've never heard before, and Faith will have her bass out, and I'll grab a harmonica, and we love or add harmonies or whatever. We just love
Harmonies are the best. I mean,
finding little ways to sneak in.
to this day, I'm not 100% sure of all of the melodies of the songs from the 70s, but I can sing you a really awesome harmony line for most of them. So
I know, it's so funny. Some songs I don't even know the melody because I've always sang the harmony.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I always
you know,
sang second bass. It's like
and I sang alto and until like the last 5 or 6 years when I
Yeah.
discovered I have a soprano part of my voice.
Huh.
So it didn't exist until about 5 or 6 years ago.
one of our stellar voice teachers
Helped me find it.
helped her find it,
And another stellar voice teacher helped me refine it. So it was good. And she's an operatic soprano. And she told me that my range is actually higher than hers.
she said if I had those last two notes, I'd make more money.
Now she has way more control over her high notes than I do.
Yeah.
Her vocal control is stunning.
Oh, my God.
It's, I can actually sing up to here, but you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
It's just like the dogs are howling, the glasses are shattering, but I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a lot of, I'm sure, lovely love songs because they always tell writers to write what they know. So I have a lot of songs about love not working out because that's just the way it goes. Ooh, Oh. Okay. I just changed my mind right as we just said that. I think I know what I'm going to do. This is my newest song. I will call this my Love Gone Wrong / country / technology song. Which I think everyone should have one of those. And everything, there's a few characters in here. Everything that the second character says in this song, this character has really said to me in real life. And then there's a third character that comes in at the very end. And it's actually sounding more complicated than it is. Okay. Lately you've been taking me for granted. Seems you only want me when you call. Seems like our relationship is slanted. You hardly give a thought to me at all. Like a magic genie in a bottle. Snap your fingers twice, I will appear. Soon you will dismiss me. I feel that you diss me. So here's my resolution for this year. I won't be your Siri anymore. Won't be your beck and call girl like before. Don't call me your dearie or send me some sweet query, 'cause I won't be your Siri anymore. Siri's there each time you press a button. Hi there, how can I help? Siri answers when you say her name. I'm listening. Siri cannot speak unless invited. Siri cannot help but play the game. I'm not really political, I'm more poetical. Siri always speaks in measured voice, yeah. I don't know the answer to that. Always tells you what you want to know. Looks like it's 5 miles as the crow flies, but Siri doesn't have another choice, yeah. How about another tongue twister? Me, I can just turn around and go. 'Cause I won't be your Siri anymore. Won't be your beck and call girl like before. Don't call me your dearie or send me some sweet query, 'cause I won't be your Siri anymore. When you wake, you'll search and wonder why you can't find me. Then you'll wish you'd taken what I'm saying seriously. 'Cause I won't be your Siri anymore. Won't be your beck and call girl like before. Don't call me your dearie or send me some sweet query, 'cause I won't be your Siri anymore. Don't call me your dearie, and it makes me kinda teary, 'cause I won't be your Siri anymore. Hey Alexa, have you seen Siri?
You had us in stitches. That was great.
That's perfect.
I love the little conversations with Siri, especially one with won't unless invited.
We lost it at that point.
Very much so.
Thank you for letting me know, because it's really hard to do that one when you don't see or
Oh, I
hear
know.
the
I
reaction.
know.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I hope people are liking it.
We're dying.
Yeah. Well, this next one is one that we love doing in front of an audience that hasn't heard it before, because similarly, like it's fun when they start figuring it out.
Yep, and it is the only song we could possibly follow that one with.
Yep. So
All right.
this is a fun little song for the end of a relationship.
Called
Seemed to fit.
Saying Goodbye.
When it's time to say goodbye to an old and faithful friend,
When she's gone as far as she can go and this is the end.
we'll think about the good
And the
times
places that we've seen.
as they haul her off to meet her end, now called recycling. Her once fine threads are frayed and wearing thin.
Her sure footing, well, it's dancing round again.
Incontinence, leaving puddles,
Behind her on the floor.
lost her wipers,
Hubcaps
and fuel filler door. We get attached to our cars. They say a lot about who we are. But when it's time to say
We
goodbye,
leave 'em with the used car guy.
or send 'em to the crusher by and by. I miss my old VW Bug. All those vacuum lines and spark plugs, heater boxes.
Carburetor.
Fix it yourself, and you'll get there.
Well, later.
Each new car we get has new gadgets to try.
That much more to distract us when our task should be to drive.
They have a mind of their own,
Computers, some use the phone.
and a voice in the dashboard tells you how to get back home. We get attached to our cars. They say a lot about who we are. But when it's time to say
We
goodbye,
leave 'em with the used car guy.
or send 'em to the crusher by and by, send their souls to that scrapyard in the sky.
For a dear departed Volvo.
Oh, that is great.
And as you can tell, it was the obvious song to follow that with.
We actually recorded that a cappella for our latest album, Then and Now. It's at the end of the album. The first song on the album was Dulcimer, and the last song on the album was also going to be Dulcimer, so on loop. It was like too similar.
Yeah.
It's like we were trying to figure out where to put the a cappella. It's like, let's put it at the end, and it perfectly makes the rap. But it is a fun little piece to play.
Yep, and it really was, you know,
We had a
appealed
Volvo
to the Volvo that died of
terminal computer network failure.
failure.
It had 70 computer modules wired like Christmas tree lights,
Oh my God.
and they had not built the connectors very well between them.
They soldered them.
They'd soldered them down, but they didn't have anything mechanical, so the solder joints would all crack, and it would start having data errors. And so they'd say, oh, no problem. It's the first module. We'll fix that. They replaced that. And, of course, then it was the second module. And they kept saying, oh, just come pick it up. We got it all working. I said, drive it home. If you can go home and back, then I'll pick it
We'll
up.
pick it up in the morning, and 5 minutes later, we get a phone call from the service manager. I made it out of the driveway, and it died.
Never mind.
Never mind.
And after 3 days of this, I called them up and said, patch it up, do your best. I sold it. Sight unseen, sold it,
Yep.
traded it in,
Yeah.
and picked it up, and it managed to run properly to the Subaru dealer, and we never had another Volvo, and probably never will.
Huh.
And the crazy tagline to that is, one of my high school classmates designed that car and its systems. I found out later when I commented about having traded it, and one of my other high school classmates said, Itchy was the one who designed that. It's like,
Itchy should have known
he should have
better.
known a little bit better than that. That was not good.
And yeah, Kev, it's definitely a personal problem.
That is funny. Well, it's also funny the way you guys sing it back and forth like that. It's very, very cute. Yeah.
We have a lot of fun with that. One of our voice teachers really worked with us to ham that up. It originally was guitar and I think mandolin, and it's just like no, just have fun with it.
Some songs I think you don't even want them to sound too pretty because that's not the point of them.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So that one's fun. So what do you got?
I think I'm going to go in a slightly different direction. I don't know what direction this is. This is a song from my Thoughts at an Intersection CD, and it's called Boys Are So Sensitive. Aren't they, though? Boys are so sensitive, don't hurt their feelings, because if you do, it will set their souls reeling, but they will not tell you, they'll just try to hide it. Make a bad joke and you try to decide if it's something you said, but no, they will deny it, 'cause boys are so sensitive, yeah. Girls react differently. They will start crying, gasp, "Why did you say that?" There's no point in lying, but you can apologize, then it's all over. A quick summer storm, there's no need to take cover, but not so with boys. They are lingering bad weather, 'cause boys are so sensitive. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just like John Wayne and Marshall Matt Dillon, their outsides are tough while their insides are killing them. Get them to talk, better not try it. Their faces turn stone and they get way too quiet. Just leave them alone. Just give them some time. They'll touch your arm and then everything's fine, because boys are forgiving, maybe more so than girls, and boys still will want you around in their world. They're thick-willed and thin-skinned, and you cannot change them, 'cause boys are so sensitive, yeah.
Nice.
I love it.
Sitting here trying to figure out what to follow that with. So we decided ultimately that it's time for me to play a different instrument. Didn't get to play the banjo tonight, but that's okay.
But you get to play harmonica.
Oh, we got a comment from someone. Girls are sugar and boys are so sensitive. Isn't that the truth?
That's Faith's brother.
Yeah.
Ah.
He's the mushy one in the family.
Yeah.
Love you, Kev.
Yeah.
So, I'm not really sure why this follows, but it does kind of follow.
You can follow with whatever, right?
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
Yeah.
we try to find some hook. So.
And I have
Of
no idea what the
course.
hook is on this, but it just seemed right.
All right.
And and just the things, it's nice to be able to focus on the positive things in life, and like Dan playing harmonica is a positive thing. So I get to give him a chance to play. Ready?
Yep.
Let me turn that up so it's
Yeah.
audible. Got to turn the bass up to the point where it's painful in here so that it actually gets picked up by the microphone.
That way I can hear it too. So.
That too. My baby plays the blues harp. He learned the blues scale. So wanna write a blues song so he can bend and wail, but I got the no blues. I sure do. I got the no blues. I got the no blues. Got no reason to be blue. blues song when you ain't got no blues. My baby, he's been faithful, ain't got no dog to lose. I got the no blues blues. It's so sad, I got the no blues blues. I got the no blues blues. Got no reason to be blue. My house has just been fixed up. My car, it runs just fine. My baby feeds me good food. I even drink good wine. I got the no blues blues. It's true, I got the no blues blues. I got the no blues blues. Got no reason to be blue. Take it, babe. Greatest. There might have been blues there, but in high tech we all changed jobs, so we change our underwear and I'm back to the no blues blues. But a much better job. I still got the no blues blues. I got the no blues blues. Got no reason to be blue. Let's take it home. I got the no blues blues. Woo! I got the no blues blues. I got the no blues blues. Got no reason to be blue.
The no blues blues. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Very clever.
Yeah. Yeah, it gave me an excuse to make him play harmonica.
Yep.
Very nice. Now, Faith, can you hold up your bass? I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah. It's a
Oh.
It's enormous.
it's a
Wow.
Tacoma Thunder Chief.
Very cool looking.
And at the time that it was made, it was the largest acoustic bass guitar that was made. And there might be others that are bigger than that now.
There's
but,
custom ones made bigger, maybe, but
Yeah.
but in terms of like production line ones, this was
Yeah.
it.
And unfortunately, Fender bought out Tacoma and killed the line because they wanted the factory.
They wanted the luthiers to build mandolins for them, so
Yeah.
that was
so-
unfortunate.
That is
But yeah, this is Bertha.
lovely.
Yeah.
So
Well-
we have time for one more song, and you have a cool instrument.
I
here.
do. I
Oh,
thought
cool.
I saw the clock ticking away. I can barely see that much. My eyes are definitely going. But this is called an omnichord. You wouldn't believe my setup. Like the screen behind me hides a horrible mess that you'll never know about because. And I've got a pillow and a thingy to balance this on my lap. You're still probably not going to get to see me actually play it. So let me hold it up and just, for those of you who have never seen an omnichord before, Suzuki made these in the 60s, and now you can get them on eBay. And it's like an electric auto harp, and there's 3 rows of chords: the major, the minor, and the sevenths. And for those who are not musicians, we have the top row are the happy chords, the middle row are the sad chords, and the bottom row are the fancy chords. And there's even a cheesy drum section. I'm kind of cheesy, but this song doesn't use the cheesy drum section. I have some that do. This one is about the moon, which I want to do because we've been talking about the moon, and I saw your beautiful moon picture. Let me make sure I got all my settings correct. I think I do. Oh! This is based on a haiku by Jenny Binneman, and I don't know if you guys know Jenny. She is a Chicago singer-songwriter. Jenny and Robin Binneman, they do songs together, they do songs separately, they're wonderful, and she also writes haikus, and she's been doing these shows where she invites her songwriter friends to write songs inspired by her haikus. And she, like me, is obsessed with the moon. And so it was a beautiful picture of the moon, and the haiku was, intoxicated, unchaperoned by our cares, shameless by moonlight. So this is my song. Oh, I should ask. Can you guys hear this okay, Faith and Dan?
It sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot to ask that. Okay, here we go. Drunk with the light of the moon, I sing my jangly tune and howl, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. I love you, love me too. I love you, love me too. Oh, cast off your cloak of clouds, laugh with me, laugh out loud. Reveal yourself to me. How does it feel to be totally free? To be so totally free. I call out my loved one's name with no reservations or shame. Share my secrets you won't tell. The moon is the deepest well. Yeah, the moon is the deepest well. Omnichord solo. Tonight, your glow lights up the skies. Tonight, your gold so bold and wise. Your beacon shows the way back home. For all those lost, for those who roam. Beneath your light, we dance and sing, and care not what the day may bring. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Drunk with the light of the moon, I sing my jangly tune and howl, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. I love you, love me too. I love you, love me too. I howl, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. I love you, love me too.
Cool.
Very cool. I love the sound of that thing.
I do too. And it's jangly like the moon. And I love to howl at the moon. And in fact, a friend of mine was just in Bisbee, Arizona, where the whole town howls at the moon at 9 o'clock their time. And so she called me so that I could howl transatlantic from Chicago with the people from Bisbee at my moon, which I just loved.
That's great.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And yeah,
So-
it really does. It sounds like an electric auto harp.
Yeah.
That's a start.
And there's even more things you can do with it. You can make it do like major sevenths and minor sevenths, and it's. I do have some songs that are more complicated on it, and because it's set up in circle of fifths, it just gets your brain thinking a different way. So it's like you write songs, I think, differently than you do on your more traditional instrument that you're more used to.
Yeah. Well, every instrument brings a little bit of a different sound that takes your brain
Yeah.
in a little bit of a different direction. We
Yeah.
actually had a friend borrow one of my mandolins at one point because she wanted to have some different directions to go in her music. Unfortunately, she never did anything with it and handed it back to me a month later, but
But
it was the
I
thought.
I have songs. We didn't get to banjo songs tonight, but I have songs on the banjo that had to be written on the banjo.
Yeah.
One of my banjo songs started with the
riff.
With the riff, which and normally I always
That never
write lyrics first. And as
Me
I said,
too.
This one we were out in Iowa, and I went for a stroll with my banjo in hand. And I was just noodling, and something came out, and then we had a prompt, and it fit for what I was trying to do with the prompt. It's like, oh,
Cool.
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I went with it.
I see that we have more comments. I'm just going to say to the people commenting, "Oh, hi, Mary Lewis." I will go after the show and do the comments. I'm not a good multitasker.
Yeah.
For those who know me,
Yeah.
they know that that's true. But
Well, and we'll have people add comments afterward too. So we leave the shows up, and one of the great things with doing these online is, we have a handful of people who watch it live, and we have more people who watch it later. And hi to everybody who's watching it later.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
hi
Definitely.
to everybody who isn't even here yet. And if you don't mind me mentioning, I have a series called The Virtual Dream Cafe, and they're in the rounds, and they're about every other week approximately. I'm going to be taking the summer off, but next Wednesday, the 10th, I'm playing with my trio, the Song Sisters, but we'll have to go solo because of the latency issues, but we might try a few little thingies. And then in 2 weeks, I've got Linda Marie Smith from Chicago and Jane Godfrey from St. Louis, and she's my capper partner. So those are, you can just look up Virtual Dream Cafe on Facebook or go to SueFink.com for more.
Cool.
And
Excellent. And we've got on the 17th, we
have
for our song swap, we have Pat LaManna.
Who's from the Hudson River Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
So looking forward to that.
And she did a lot of writing with Pete Seeger would critique her work and work with her on stuff. So
Yeah.
Pete thought a lot of her.
A lot of social justice kinds of songs. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to that.
And so we'll have a
Nice.
very different set from our end. Tonight was great because your songs took us in directions that we don't always get to. So we had a lot of fun doing this, and that's part of what we love with all of this.
Yep.
thank you.
And
Me too.
and it definitely helped lighten a fairly heavy day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hey, Christine. Good
Hi,
to
Christine.
See
Christine
And-
Stay just said hi. She's down in South Carolina.
you. Yeah.
Nice.
So-
Half of the duo Friction
I
Farm.
love the fact that people are coming
So-
from all over. It's
Oh, I
really
know.
cool.
It is good.
It is really fun doing this, and all of this is just a way to try to keep everybody connected during
It's community. That's the thing I
during
miss
this
the
time.
most.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and
That and hugs.
hugs.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
It's
I mean,
been a
yeah,
full
we do
year,
what we can
so-
do, and I'm grateful for all these opportunities.
It was just so glad you joined us tonight. It's
Yeah.
been a lot of fun.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we'll say goodnight to everybody.
We will.
And we will see folks again in a couple weeks. And we've got some other things coming up. Actually, the Go Girls thing is Saturday as well. So.
Yep. Take a look at our website, danandfaith.com, for our newsletter. We're involved in a reboot of the Go Girls music that's coming up this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's a series of interviews and videos by various members of the Go Girls who have been meeting pretty much every Monday for the last year or so. And we
This
decided...
is all an organization of women in music
Yeah.
and duos and trios and whatnot that are led by women.
I
So.
was in one of their showcases at a folk alliance. In fact, that's where I met Jane Godfrey.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Yeah, we've been in a couple of Go Girls showcases as
Yep.
well. So.
And we're tickled pink to help Madeline kick this back off again. So yeah, check out our website, check out Sue's website, check out her music. It is well worth it. So
Thank
thanks
you.
everyone.
Good night,
Thank you,
all.
everybody.
Good night, all.
good night, world of internet people and friends and people I don't know.